The influencer economy, well, it seems to be falling apart. Everywhere you look, you're seeing videos about the plummeting engagement rates, you're seeing diminishing returns from sponsors, and a plethora of big-time YouTubers all updating their resumes and going back to the 9 to 5. If you're a content creator that's trying to monetize their content or make a living out of this thing, then it could be a bit frustrating and even quite a bit scary. But here's the thing that most people don't realize. This isn't the end of the influencer economy. In fact, it's one of the biggest opportunities that we've seen in years. And in this video, I have some tips on how you can survive in this economy as an influencer. But before we get into that, we have to understand what's going on and how we got here. First of all, social media is definitely changing. Remember back in the day when TikTok first came out, it was just a bunch of dance videos and funny videos, or Snapchat was just somewhere to go to look at funny filters, and YouTube was kind of YouTube University. You would go just to watch how-to videos. Well, things have changed quite a bit now. No matter which platform you go to, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, it's just a huge shopping mall, everybody trying to sell you every random product under the earth. You also have the fact that people are just getting exhausted of all these advertisements. Like, remember when we were all excited to ditch cable TV and switch over to the streaming services like Netflix and Amazon Prime Video because you could watch uninterrupted movies? Well, guess what? They've all changed that now. They've all gone back to ad-supported platforms. Yeah, you could pay a little bit extra to get the premium tiers to avoid the ads, but let's face it, most people don't want to pay extra money, which is why we started doing streaming in the first place. And so now you have all these advertisements trying to sell you things. You have influencers trying to sell you things. You have ads within the ads from the influencer trying to sell you things. So it's just a huge shopping mall. All the consumerism, we're exhausted by it. We all just want to be able to go and have fun and watch a video uninterrupted without being bombarded, without you trying to sell me something. Audience fatigue is definitely plaguing us today. Another thing that's happening is that people are getting exposed for some of the hypocrisy. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are watching videos and they have these aesthetically beautiful backgrounds where they are living these perfect lives and their marriages are so perfect and their relationships are great and the kids are wonderful, and they're starting to get exposed for the phonies that they are. Some of the best content that I watch on YouTube these days are some of these creators that are exposing some of these fake influencers. Like, you have the fake self-motivation gurus, right? The self-help gurus are being exposed. There's definitely a lot of the lifestyle, fashion, fitness influencers. They're all getting exposed because they're promising you things that don't exist. And so that's leading to a lack of trust because we don't know whether to believe them or not. Compounding this problem is the use of AI. You can go onto any video now, you don't know whether it's real or it's not real. It started with just AI being able to write scripts, which wasn't necessarily so bad, but now AI is also doing voiceovers, videos and pictures and images. So I don't know how many times I've went on to social media just to watch videos that were clearly AI generated and people falling for the rope-a-dope, believing that it's real. And so it's just, the trust has just been broken, and there's no going back because the AI generated content is going to become more and more and more prevalent. And so as consumers, as audiences, we're going to have to be a little bit more skeptical every time we turn in a video and don't necessarily trust everything that you're seeing anymore. And then the other thing that's going on is just a plethora of different platforms. There's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's Threads now, there's X, there's Blue Sky, there's YouTube Shorts, there's TikTok, which may or may not be here tomorrow. There's newsletters, there's email marketing, just kind of an oversaturate of everything. Each day you're getting bombarded with different ways to consume content. Our attention's being spread out all over the place. And then when you do decide to watch something and enjoy some content that you like, every creator is kind of selling you the same products over and over and over again, and we're getting tired of here. Like, how many times can I subscribe to a service because 5 or 6 different content creators refer me to that? Right? You can only buy it once. So now what we're starting to do as audiences, we're starting to learn better, and instead of believing the first person that told us about it, we're going to sit there and watch 3 or 4, maybe 5, 6 different videos, because now there's options, right? Everybody's kind of creating their own content, giving their own take on it, so we're able to do a little bit more research, study a little bit more, don't always have that impulse reaction to buy it from the first person that recommended it, but kind of dig in a little bit and see whether it's something that's worth it. So what you're going to see, a lot of the content creators with their affiliate links and stuff like that, those returns are going to diminish because, yeah, you may have introduced me to it because you were the first one that said it, but I actually didn't click on and make the buying decision until the 5th or 6th creator. Some people that are loyal to you may go back and find your initial link to click on to give you the credit for it, but let's just be honest. We're going to take the easiest path, which is oftentimes the last person that you're on when you make that buying decision. You click on the link, you're going to buy it, and that's it. All of these things, the lack of trust, the audience fatigue, and the oversaturation is causing these problems that we're seeing, which is the diminishing returns for sponsors, the lower engagement rates, and just YouTubers just kind of getting fed up and quitting and moving on. So there's a couple of things that you can do. As an influencer looking to survive in this economy, I do have some tips for you. The audience is going to be looking for a couple of things. Number one, as a creator, you have to be true to yourself and your audience. The audience is going to want to build a relationship. They're going to want to be able to look to you as a person, as an individual, and hear your unique experience and your unique life. The AI bots out there aren't going to be able to do it, and the AI generated content is just going to become more and more predominant. And yeah, it's exciting right now because we're curious to see it, and it's exciting to see how great the technology is, but it's just going to be for a short period of time before we're exhausted with it all, and we want to retreat back to our old way of kind of just being able to relate to people as human beings, share our emotions and our feelings, and see that come through. So if you're a content creator, you want to make sure that anything that you're putting out, put it out passionately. Be authentic to yourself and your audience. Share your failures, share your successes, things that happen good, things that happen bad. Be a little bit more transparent about problems that you're experiencing in your life and how you're overcoming them, because those are things, those unique stories, those unique experiences, those emotions, AI is not going to be able to do that. The other thing that you want to do is make sure that you're not bombarding people with ads. We already discussed the fact that we're exhausted with the ads, so make sure that the viewing experience is pleasurable for them. How many times have you gone in to watch a video and within the first 5 minutes there's already 2 ads? I know me personally, I get exhausted by it. I start clicking out if I see too many ads. Yeah, you can skip it, but there's skippable and non-skippable ads. You want to just be able to press play and watch it. I'd rather have somebody watch the full video all the way through, because that's going to add to my watch time and my engagement rate, which ultimately means that the matrix of the algorithm is going to force that and feed it out to more people. So I'm going to open myself up to a wider audience and have more views and more potential people that may buy my affiliate product, right? And the last thing that you can do as an influencer is make sure that you're respectful of your audience and your brands and your sponsors. I mean, it's exhausting to turn on a video and watch some random influencer talk about some random product. Hey, today's video is sponsored by this particular company. And you could tell that the person doesn't really use the product. They're reading off of a script. That sounds like they're reading off of a script. They have no idea what the product does, but they're just reading off a couple of taglines that were provided to them by the company. I mean, let's be real. That's going to be disrespectful to your audience because they're not going to buy it. It's going to waste the time of the sponsor and the brand who's actually trying to get their product out there. And that means that they're going to be reluctant to work with other influencers because they're just not seeing the return that they expect. Let's just be respectful and only promote brands and products that make sense. So as you develop better relationships with your audience, if you're respectful of them and you're only bringing products and services to add value to them, then that's going to give a better return to your brand sponsors, and they're going to work with you more. They'll slowly increase their budget because you're developing that trust with them, you're developing the trust with the audience, and it's a win-win situation. And if you're an influencer that needs help with this, there is a system that I built in Notion. It's called the Influencers Companion. I'll have the link in the description, but you can also go to the influencerscompanion.com. This system is going to help you navigate through your influencer campaigns, help you go through a checklist to find sponsors and brands that make sense, and to make sure that you don't miss any of the deadlines, that you deliver everything on time, make sure that it's approved and submitted, and build that trust not only with your audience but your brand. Brands are going to be looking for creators that can effectively promote and market their product. Audiences are going to be looking for creators that are authentic and true and human and can share their emotions. And if you're that person, if you're able to convey that, then there's going to be some huge opportunities for you this year. Love to hear your thoughts on this. Chime in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And if you're a content creator who's looking for more tips, tools, and resources to help you with your influencer business, then make sure you subscribe to my newsletter. It's called Beyond the Selfie. The link will be included in the description there. I will send you monthly updates on things that I'm doing, things that I'm learning, and other tools, tips, and resources that I know that I can share with you to help you on your journey. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you get notifications on the next video. And as always, I'm your boy Paul. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.